Welcome to In Depth. 2020 is the 100th anniversary year of the 19th Amendment that guarantees the right to women to vote. Several events are happening in this centennial year to mark that milestone that ushered in major changes. Joining me tonight is Tracy McEwen. She is a board member of the League of Women Voters of Southwestern Indiana. And the League will present Votes for Women 1920 to 2020 this coming Sunday at the Victory Theater. And you've got a very special author coming in. Tell me about her and what's she going to be sharing.
Sure. Thank you for having me. Elaine Weiss is a renowned author and journalist. She's been writing for years. And a couple of years ago, she wrote this incredible book about the final weeks of women gaining the right to vote in the final battle in Nashville, Tennessee. Her book's called The Woman's Hour, The Great Fight to Win the Vote, and she is coming to tell that story at the program at the Victory Theater, and it really is a fascinating read, and I'm looking forward to that.
And what struck you about this book? You've read this book.
Yes,
What did you learn from it? Were you surprised?
I was surprised. I think we all learned in our history class that there was a 19th Amendment, sometimes referred to as the Susan B. Anthony Amendment, but I didn't realize how much of a struggle it took for the amendment to pass. And one of the most interesting parts of the book was about these three factions that converged in Nashville to try to persuade the legislators of their positions. A more moderate protesting suffragist group, a splinter group that was more of the radical group who took a little bit more extreme measures to get their ideas across. But then the anti-suffragists who were also, and this was what was really surprising to me, led by women who were protesting and didn't want women to have the right to vote.
Does that really amaze you, though, that in this country, the land of the free, that women were under this umbrella of fear and exclusion for so long after the Constitution was signed?
Yes, and I think it was just one of those things where it was just the way things had always been. But Susan B. Anthony, who was a major proponent of this right, didn't live to see it come to fruition. And what was also interesting in the book to me was it was a 70-year battle that crossed 3 generations of women who persevered.
What are the lessons today? How relevant is this today for young women and girls?
I think it's really relevant because I think there's so much instant gratification today and perhaps a wanting to give up. I think in this day and age, in the society we live in, women have come a long way, but it's easy to forget where women were at one time not having full citizenship rights, not being able to own property, not really having rights to their children above their husbands. And so it's really important, I think, for us to spend this time celebrating where we have been and how far we really have come.
And how does the League play a role in this centennial year here in Evansville?
So the League has sponsored and brought, along with several community sponsors, including EVPL, Deaconess, Women's Hospital, University of Evansville, and others, has brought this event together and planned it. But the League has very important events to drive civic engagement throughout all years, not just this year, including voter registration, voter education, and things like debates with and meet your legislators meetings where people can truly engage with the government.
And we're right in the middle of an election year.
Yes, we are. It's very important.
Well, Tracy McEwen, thank you so much for being here. And I know there are several events coming up, but this one coming up is free to the public on Sunday at 2 p.m. at the Victory Theater.
It is.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're watching Eyewitness News at 9. Brandon will be back in just a moment.